Yes. Uh, Video court, family court, state court, federal court, information, evidence. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, it's recording. It is a video. Mm-hmm. The steps. Hmm. Yes, it looks like different people were using the same birth certificate of April 30th, 1986. It's something about a long time. It's something about a police officer in a long time, for a long time. Yeah. Something about a police officer was supposed to be investigating this for a long time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. They didn't care about April Williams, August 9th, 2015, or on any of those days. Exactly. Exactly. Because if they cared about April Williams, or the person that was used in the birth certificate of April 30th, 1986, they would have been said or did something, since it's their job of finding out why was someone using April Williams' social security card. Exactly. Yeah, that's what they telling me. And why was someone using a birth certificate from April 30th, 1986? Yeah, and why was someone using a marriage certificate from April 30th, 2004? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at all of those court dates, hold on, what are you saying? instead of treating me like a criminal, if they really cared about a person that was using the name April Williams, then they would have wanted to make sure it was the right one. Exactly. Yes, I can look at the camera. Okay, what do you want me to say? Family court, video court, state court, federal court. The federal court should know that there was a family court, a video court, and there's some state court. And the people in those courtrooms presented themselves as if they cared about someone named April Williams using a birth certificate of April 30th, 1986. And the federal court should know that in the family court of Jefferson County and the state court of, oh no, they say it was the Bibb County Courthouse or something like that. You know, people try acting as if they cared about April Williams or a person using the name April Williams or a person using the social security number for April Williams or a person using the birth certificate for April Williams. And they tried making me look like a bad person. But if they really cared about April Williams, then why did they not make sure it was the right person? So the federal court should know about this, because if you care about April Williams or whoever the person was using the birth certificate from April 30th, 1986 and the social security number, then you would have made sure all of that bad stuff didn't happen to me or to the children or the name April Williams in the birth certificate from April 30th, 1986 is what they're telling me. So the federal court, of America may need to look into the state court or the family court of Jefferson County or what happened at the Bibb County Courthouse August 9th, 2015. Because I've been a mental health patient ever since elementary school. And if looking back on it, those look like different people. And I was the one who was sexually abused all of this time. Something seems wrong. Yes, it says called victim blaming. When I was blamed for being sexually abused because different people used the same birth certificate for I don't know how long, 1986, April 30th. Something about for a long time. all the way to August 9th for a long time, using the same social security number for a long time, using the same marriage license since 2004 for a long time. There's something about a lot of people seem mad about those types of situations. Mm-hmm. And you have evidence. Mm-hmm. And I never had a federal court case. And I never went to a federal courtroom. So the federal court had nothing to do with it. It's not the federal court's fault. No, it is not. And the federal court is America's court. So it's not America's fault. No. Something that police officers did in Bibb County, August 9th, 2015, for a long time. Something that police officers did in Jefferson County, in Birmingham, Alabama, for a long time. Ever since October 6th, 2008, when a child was born, and whichever one of the girls was using their birth certificate, that child was taken the day it was born. On October 6th, 2008, I had my own apartment. And the girl that was with me was using a birth certificate of April 30th, 1986. I told her that she did not have to work. And yes, the family court had did a home evaluation. Yes, and on the day of August 31st, oh, hold on. Yes, the address when the child was born, October 6th, 2008, was 1609 6th Street North, apartment X. And I had my own place, being a husband, telling the girl that she didn't have to work. And they said some other man or somebody that was calling himself a police officer, a pastor, or a pimp seemed like he had took advantage of her or one of those girls that was using their birth certificate and tried to make her homeless at a shelter or something like that. And I said, no, don't listen to him. And it seemed like one of them did anyway, and it's not my fault. And I got a house when I lived 1609 6th Street North, apartment X. And it was on 3rd Street North in Birmingham. And when I moved into that house on 3rd Street North in Birmingham, the girl that was saying her name was April Williams, using a birth certificate. She had no money. So it wasn't about money, and it wasn't about sex. And I was there for the children. And I had unsupervised visitation. Yeah, they said the caseworker was Miss Hall and Miss Ash. And that's the same copy you have. And yes, when the child was born August 31st, 2004, the girl that was using the birth certificate saying that her name was April Williams and the birth certificate of April 30th, 1986, August 31st, 2004, I told her that she didn't have to work. So when the child was born, she had no job, no income, no money. And I still had an apartment. It was still being a husband. It was there for the child. And it was at 402 May Circle, apartment 402 in the Cane Creek Apartments in Warrior, Alabama. The same apartments that on July 18, 2006, when a child was born, the same apartments. Yes, on on August 31st, when the child was born, I said I didn't want to have any more children. Mm-hmm. And even when July 18th came around, I was still there. I didn't get mad. I didn't go crazy about it. But I did move to another apartment because since the apartment was for one child, I needed to go to a different apartment or a different place in 2006. Yes, that's how the court case got started. Because when I moved to a different place, the child got sick in October of 2006. So I took the child to the children's hospital. I didn't look the other way. I was there being a dad. I was there being a husband. And I was there at the family court. Because they said the children were in need of supervision. Because I told the girl that she didn't have to go to work because someone would have to be there for the children. Yeah, it was a grocery store on Claremont Avenue. And the people that was in the family court case, they saw me, or I saw them. I don't really know. But I was at the grocery store. And I tried working, at the grocery store on Claremont Avenue. And being in this chair and having all of those, you know, disabilities and stuff like that. I wasn't really able to do it like that. And then once again, I told the girl that she didn't have to work because, someone would have to be there with the children. And I never asked for a blood test. I never asked for a DNA test. I never asked for a paternity test. I never asked for a maternity test. And I always trusted my wife. Where I go after that? I moved to that apartment at 1609 6th Street North, apartment X. And the family court said it was nothing wrong with the apartment. They did a home evaluation. And even though I said that I didn't want any more children after August 31st, a child was born on October 6, 2008. And I had my own apartment. And on October 6, 2008, the girl that was using the name or the birth certificate for April Williams, she had no job and no income because it wasn't about money and it wasn't about sex. It was all about being married. And I was being a dad for the children, and a husband for the wife. He said it was all because of some other man's bad idea of what he thinks a wife and a marriage and a family should be, that all of that bad stuff happened when different people was using the same social security number, the same birth certificate of April 30th, 1986, and the same marriage license from April 30th, 2004. And it's not my fault because it was not my idea. And so it was like, you can thank all of those police officers and all of those people at the hospital and all of those people that was in those courtrooms when I was the one that was abused and treated like a criminal, because all of those years that they could have questioned and did something about the same birth certificate being used by all of those different people, the same social security number being used by all of those different people, the same marriage license being used by all of those different people. It seems like different people was using the name April Williams, the same birth certificate of April 30th, 1986, and the same social security number. And that someone wanted to have sex with them so bad that they did all of those federal crimes, and I did not. And locking me in jail can't blame me. You can't say that it did not happen. Saying that you love April Williams or the children doesn't change the fact that all of those federal crimes were committed and everyone knows about it. And in order for it to be done that way, the police had to be involved. The people at the hospital had to have been involved. Certain people in certain courtrooms had to have been involved. Because when it takes the whole team to commit all of those crimes, it seems like I was the one that was the victim the whole time. Somebody using the birth certificate of April 30th, 1986 must have some really good magic sex or something. Because in order to make all of them people commit all of those crimes that they could probably never pay for with their mind, body, or soul, or whatever kind of damage has been done, there's no way of blaming me. Because if I was in jail most of the time, and if she was never here with me most of the time, and if she was usually somewhere else with someone else, seems like there's a certain court date that they don't want to have. And the federal court seems like they should know about it. So I'm doing my job of making sure you get the evidence, the information. Because I'm not sure what my wife's name is. And I'm not sure of how many people have used those identities. But since I love my wife and my family so much, someone needs to do their job of making sure, since they act like they care about my wife so much, who's been using her birth certificate, her marriage license, and her social security number. Because if she's someone's mom, seems like it's child abuse, spousal abuse, marriage abuse, sexual abuse, and all different kinds of fraud and scam. And I'm not part of it. And my wife is not part of it. So it seems like some kind of kidnapping also. Because where would she be? Mm-hmm. A person doesn't just up and walk away from a person that tells you you don't have to work and always had a place to stay. Someone else must have been involved, not me. So, do you care? My name is Brandon, and I have a marriage license. "38 years of abuse. Now they have no excuse." The federal government of America should know about all of those crimes because as an American citizen, it's my job telling the truth. And it's my job being a husband, being a dad, always making sure that I tell the truth about my wife. Someone seems like they've been using her identity and using her birth certificate and sexually abusing me, her husband. And it seems like my wife would be very angry and mad about it, whatever her name is.